What is up, guys? This is Derek aka SkyScope here, bringing you a Blade Soul video. Now in this video I'm going to be running through Bloodshade Harbor, just through all the bosses, and in this we got a pretty good party here until they fucking decided to roast half the entire team. And yeah, I didn't run with this party after that. Even though it was a good setup, we had two summoners for pets to tank and get their face smashed in by a boss, and then two warlocks for 2 soul burns, but obviously this party just didn't work out because someone just ran in and immediately aggroed the boss, which triggers the fucking thing over here to just instantly kill everybody who's in this little hallway. And that happens for a lot of fucking bosses, and it's really annoying. But then I queued up for another instance of the same dungeon, and this time I got an entire group of Lolis. I got a group of Lin Blade dancers, and it turned out to be really good because Lin Blade dancers have grabs. So it's not just the fact that they make me feel like the only waifu in a group of Lolis, it's the fact that they allow me to deal one of my highest damaging skills. Because every class in Blade Soul I think has a skill that can only be triggered when an enemy is being grabbed, and you're gonna see mine right now. It's just this skill where I hold my 2 and I just punch from left and right, just straight hooking off on these guys and just swinging at them with these flaming fists, and it deals a lot of damage. As you can see, Thrash is already at less than half health. I am kind of over geared by this. As I go wailing on this guy again. Kind of over geared. I'm Hong Moon level. I'm level 50. Hong Moon level 6, and my gear is kind of mediocre though. The only thing special about it is the fact that I do have my Hong Moon Soul up to stage 6, I think, which is where it like starts giving you bonus AP for a little bit on your first hit. So that's really nice. That's like a big power spike, and also gives me more critical damage now. So I'm running this dungeon because I need the pirate ring from it, because I'm super lacking on my ring. All my other accessories are like up to like what, Oathbreaker, Awakened Oathbreaker. I'm sorry I'm forgetting like the whole, like all of my stats right now, but I actually don't think that I pull up my inventory in this one or in this video. So sorry about that, but this is like another instance right here of when like a dungeon can run smoothly, when like a bunch of ads aren't getting dragged on top of you and you can bypass the maximum amount of bullshit that you need to get across. I mean, sometimes it goes wrong when someone doesn't know as much, how to run a dungeon, but when people are new, they should just like say that they're new to the dungeon so people can guide them through it. But here we are at Bloodmane, and this is actually a really funny fight because they're gonna get a lot of grabs off for me. I now have like all my grab minions here. I have 4 Lin Blade dancers with me, and I think here the destroyer like got bugged out and had to PC or whatever. They just left. I don't know why. Why we would have to just restarted this, but there was something said about a combat bug. But yeah, we pretty much just start wailing on Bloodmane here, and they're gonna grab him so many times I don't think that he ever gets that AoE off even. So there he goes again. They're just gonna hold him up with the force grab. All these little rodents are just holding up this big brutish monstrosity of a man, and it's just not enough. Even all these robots flying by. I'm main tanking it right now, and I know for a fact that I'm not the best KFM. Just look at that. That's just beautiful. Just swinging from left to right. But yeah, I'm not the best KFM. Even though I chose this as to be my first class that I made in Blade Soul, I just really liked it because it's a fighter class. I know that I'm not the best with it. I'm probably better on like Blade Master and Assassin. And even Warlock too, because I'm getting better at that. Picking up the Dragon Helix build. You'll probably see more of that because I also got the Silken Splendor on my Warlock, and I'll probably do a costume like review video where I like kind of list off my favorite outfits in the game. Because I'll probably do like a top 5 of the ones that I own, and then a top 5 of the ones that I don't and that I really want. because outfits and blade and soul are a thing that I really like, and I like collecting them. That's why I like get roped into buying a lot of the monthly ones. And as I just keep punching the shit out of this thing like Star Platinum, it's gonna fucking die finally. So shout out to all my fucking all my rodent friends with their grabs. We're gonna run up here, and I think we're just going to skip ahead to the Black Widow fight, because this little short corridor is just full of fodder enemies. And we're over here in the party place now because they're fucking dancing. But of course, I guess number one didn't really care about that too much. They just ran in there and just started beating the shit out of them. But nah, that wasn't number one. That was number 3. Anyways, they're all Wind Blade dancers. But I started immediately damaging the one that's air grabbed already because duh. And that's just like a big damage spike for me, especially when I'm so bad at keeping my searing palm stacks up in these like instances. Because I don't know, sometimes I'm just lagging badly and I can't get my my animation cancels down either. Because I think when like I wish the Blade and Soul servers were in Chicago instead of like Texas or something, because most of the games that I play like have servers in Chicago, and usually that means that I get about 40 ms like maximum when when everything's working correctly. So we're just here wailing on the widows here, and I'm trying to actually not over DPS one of them, so then the other one just restores their chi while the other one's just fighting us. Even though I didn't think it would happen, I'm pretty sure we have enough DPS to just nuke them down whichever way we want to. I'm gonna punch the shit out of the Scarlet Widow, and then we gotta move on to the Cobalt one. And she's gonna get knocked up and just sliced by all my Wind Blade dancer guys. Like look at all the lightning and all just the flurries of blades that are going on because of these guys. I fucking loved getting into this party. I'm so glad that I left the first one. I never really liked leaving parties, but the fact that I got burned alive there and then I had to run all the way back, I was just like no. And then I got into this party and I was super happy. Oh, I think something that I just realized, I wasn't running my party blue buff, so I'm kind of being a scumbag DPS here, and not sharing my buff along with everybody else, but that's fine. I just didn't realize it, I guess. This fight's pretty easy. They're just gonna run back and forth through the flames, and they don't have a lot of health, so you can just move them down pretty quickly. But now we're finally at the Hey Muujin fight, which is the last fight of the video, and it's actually pretty ironic because I kind of pulled the same thing that the first person did in my failed dungeon did. My trajectory kind of landed me into the boss's aggro range, but luckily everybody was already in there before me. I think I was typing something before. But yeah, they're gonna hold him up. I'm gonna put on my buff and I'm just gonna start doing a shit ton of damage on him. Like, look at that. Not is the most I could be doing, but hey, it's good for how bad of a player I am. But I'm gonna start wailing on him, and he pretty much goes directly into his phase where he starts doing his focus fire. We kind of burn out his phase where he starts spinning around the place. We kind of kill the fuck out of the clone, and it glitches away. I framed that move, and we just start wailing on him pretty much. So he starts doing his focus fire, and I get hit by a lot of these pretty stupidly, to be honest. I should have been able to dodge a lot more and just iframe a lot more. But you know, it sometimes messes you up when it's just such a big AoE, and you can't always count on everybody to be, you know, in the right state to use their iframes to get out of a certain situation. I did it there though, but that was kind of shitty because I also used my what is that? My C to pull it off? Yeah, C or B. My Tempest frames, so my iframe move. He's gonna keep attacking over here, and it's just you gotta keep. I tried to back away for a second because I figured he has the aggro on me, and then he starts doing it like further outside, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but he did do it in the middle there, so I do think it's pretty much just random, honestly. But yeah, we finally beat Hey Muujin, so that's the end of the dungeon. I didn't get the ring that I needed, but that's fine because it was a super fun party anyway. Those guys let me beat the shit out of everything. But this has been Derek, aka SkyScope. Peace, guys.